Hey, good afternoon. It is May 16th, 2022. I'm just going to give a little walk around video of this 1992 190E Sportline. Purchased this car out of California. It was a one-owner car from new. Comes with an extensive service history from the original owner. I purchased the car from technically the second owner. I was a guy who saw an opportunity to buy a very rare car and flip it on the internet, and I was the guy to step up and buy it. Cosmetically, the car is really in immaculate condition. Being a California car from new, it is completely 100% corrosion free. I believe the car may have 100% all original paint. The only paint meter reading on the entire car that comes up a little high is the driver's side door. It looks absolutely 100% like original paint, but because the paint meter readings are elevated on that panel, the entire car comes in at about 4.5 mils, and the driver door comes up at 7, so I'm going to say there is the possibility there is paint work. The car came to me out of California wearing all brand new Yokohama GTX YK 740 GTX tires. They all have 2021 date codes. The paint on the car is magnificent. I just had a 3-step paint correction with a 5-year ceramic coating application. It's exceptional. The wheels were all professionally refinished. Had them refinished by Extreme Wheel Repair. The glass is all original. It's crystal clear. All the anodized aluminum is beautiful on the car. There's your little Sportline badging. I had the car out today. There's a lot of pollen on the car. This time of the year, we get a lot of pollen on these cars. Like I said, paint is drop dead gorgeous. There's no major dings or deep scratches anywhere on the exterior. Trunk is beautiful. Both bumper covers are original with their original VIN stickers. Exceptionally clean car. Being a California car, there is no corrosion. It was obviously garage kept. Beautiful anodized aluminum. Really a stunning car. The car is finished in one of my favorite colors. It's called spruce green. And when this car is properly detailed and shown in the sunlight, it really comes to life. I mean, it's a beautiful color combination. So with that, I'm going to go over the interior and engine bay of this car. In the ad, you will see the undercarriage, and the undercarriage in this car literally looks like here on the East Coast, it looks like a car that was maybe 1 month old. I mean, there's no corrosion on the car whatsoever. So without any more, let's get over to the engine bay and the interior. All right, back to our walk around video showing the cosmetics of this 1992 190E Sportline, finished in spruce green metallic over a either cream beige or parchment. I believe it's cream beige in 1992. Cream beige leather interior. I'm going to go over some of the cosmetics of the car now. The engine bay is absolutely immaculate. Right down to the exhaust manifold. still wears its factory applied finish, that white gray paint you only see on West Coast cars that are 100% free of corrosion. All the original decals are present. Nice coating of Cosmoline on the engine bay. All of the CAD plated components are gorgeous. Super clean engine bay. Mechanically, the car came to me in good condition, but it did have a lot of needs, and we addressed all of those needs. There'll be an extensive list of the mechanical work that we put into this car to bring it to its present condition. You know, right off the bat, I'm going to be missing some things, but all the fluids and filters are fresh. It's got a fresh valve cover gasket. It's got brand new motor mounts, transmission mount, full tune-up, new fuel pump, new fuel filter, brake flush. I'm not sure if we did brakes, but I will look into the notes. If they weren't done, it's because the brakes were good, but I believe we may have done brakes. All the power options on this car function 100%. The AC in the car, it was ice cold. Being from California, I figured it would be, but the AC was not flowing properly through the vents, and we found out that it needed a valve block, which was an NLA part. And somehow I got lucky and I found a new old stock Mercedes-Benz valve block and had that installed. So the AC is ice cold. The shifter bushings were all replaced, so the shifts are nice and tight. That is an Alpine I believe it's a CM6511. I can't remember. That's the third one that I purchased. Not the greatest head unit in the world. The car has 113,430 miles. Looking at the condition, you know, it's hard to believe that it does have this miles. The wood is gorgeous. Back to the stereo head unit. The car came with a bad head unit. Wound up buying one off the internet. Installed that one, had a problem with it. This is the third head unit that I've had in this car. It's in working order. It doesn't produce a lot of sound. Even my son today mentioned to me, he said, Dad, why don't you just put an aftermarket radio in the car? And I'm not doing that to a car this nice, you know. Headliner on the car is beautiful. Sun visors are beautiful. The leather is gorgeous. The door panels all have that typical W201. The contact cement in these areas on all these 201s, regardless of mileage, tends to loosen up over time, and you get that bubbling in the door card. So that is something I want to make note of. But I mean, overall, I mean, the interior is drop dead gorgeous. Very, very rare car. It's a sport line. Probably asking, why is there a set of headlamps in the trunk? That's the set of headlamps that came on the car. They are long since NLA. The rest of the car was so pristine that the headlamps just didn't match up. I mean, they got 114,000 miles on them. So the bezels are a little cloudy, and they've got some stone chips. Wasn't happy with that. I wanted to get a new set of bezels, searched the internet frantically, could not find them. So I'll tell you about my solution when I get up to the engine bay. Here's your original spare and tools. Spare still has the paint markings on the outer tread. Come around this side, you'll see that little bubbling in the door card. The leather is gorgeous. These are those Recaro sport seats that came in the 16 valve model, and the Sportline got these Recaro sport seats, and they're in absolutely beautiful condition. The dash is gorgeous. There's no dash cracks. I mentioned before, the wood is drop dead gorgeous. I am looking for this slide knob. I mean, it works perfectly, but there is a little knob that goes there. I'm going to check with Contemporary Motor Cars tomorrow to see if it's still available. If not, I'll search the internet for that. So absolutely gorgeous car. Runs and drives perfect. Just had a new fuel accumulator and a new fuel pressure regulator put in because we had a little bit of a hard start issue, which held us up from listing this car. About 2 weeks ago, we felt the car was ready to go. We did all the work. You know, the AC was serviced, the new valve block installed, transmission was serviced, full tune-up, new fuel pump. And with all that, it just wasn't cranking over right away. We get a delayed crank on startup a few times. So I had the fuel accumulator and the fuel pressure regulator changed. And it now starts up on the first turn of the key every time. It's got a brand new hood pad. We installed that. Back to the headlamps. The headlamps are brand new. They're made by Depot. They're European look headlamps. They work perfectly. They look fantastic. Anyone who wants to improve the look of their 201 and they want to install these European look headlamps, I do recommend them. They look great. They function perfectly. I will warn you, they come in the box without instructions, and it's a pretty involved job with getting them installed. So that's my 1992 190E 2.6 Sportline. I know when this car hit the internet, there was quite a few people like myself that were interested in it. I jumped on it right away. Very, very pleased with the car. Wasn't pleased so much with the amount of work I had to put into it, but you know, that comes with the territory. You buy these cars, you know how rare they are and how hard they are to find. This is my first Sportline. I've tried buying quite a few of them. They've always fallen short on condition. When it came time for purchase, I just couldn't pull the trigger on a few of them. So this is 25 years I've been buying Mercedes-Benz cars. This is my first Sportline. I absolutely love the color combination, and I'm bringing it to market standing tall, mechanically, cosmetically. One final thing, it does have a brand new muffler. Had that installed when I got the car. Underneath, the car is impeccable. Beautiful car. Will be coming up for auction on Bring It Show. It'll be a no reserve auction. Win, lose, or draw. I'm selling this car in 7 days. Fully disclose what I have. I think it's a very special car. It's stunning. And during the auction, during that 7 days, anyone wants to come out and see the car, as long as it's not raining out, we could take it out for a small test drive. They'll be more than welcome. So I want to wish everyone the best of luck on my 190E 2.6 Sportline no reserve auction. Best of luck, everyone.